Coffee is one of the healthiest beverages available. Now, in another video, I looked at the more immediate benefits of coffee consumption, but studies also show that coffee drinkers have a much lower risk of several serious diseases. And that's what we're looking at in today's video. Coffee appears to lower your risk of type 2 diabetes. Type 2 diabetes is a gigantic health problem currently afflicting about 300 million people worldwide. Now, for some reason, coffee drinkers seem to have a significantly reduced risk of developing it. Studies show that people who drink the most coffee have a 23 to 50% lower risk of getting type 2 diabetes, with one study showing a reduction as high as 67%. According to a massive review of 18 studies with a total of more than 450,000 individuals, each daily cup of coffee was associated with a 7% reduced risk of developing the disease. Of course, we can confidently say that these protective effects of coffee consumption are pretty much non-existent once you start adding sugar to your coffee or enjoying your coffee with cookies or cakes or other snacks. Coffee may protect you from dementia and Alzheimer's disease. Alzheimer's is the most common neurodegenerative disease and the most common cause of dementia worldwide. Unfortunately, there is no cure. Because of this, it is a big topic of focus for researchers. Several studies show that coffee drinkers have up to 65% lower risk of getting Alzheimer's disease. This may be mediated by caffeine and/or other mechanisms like antioxidant capacity and increased insulin sensitivity, but researchers can only speculate right now. The one big inconsistency is that there doesn't seem to be a dose-response relationship, which means that those who are drinking high amounts of coffee don't seem to be better off or at lower risk than those who drink moderate amounts of coffee. So for preventing Alzheimer's disease, the best bet, as per usual, is to eat a consistently healthy diet and exercise regularly. Coffee appears to have protective effects on the liver. The liver is a truly amazing organ that carries out all sorts of important functions in the body. Unfortunately, several common diseases can lead to a condition called cirrhosis, in which the liver has been largely replaced by scar tissue. It turns out that coffee may protect against cirrhosis, with those who drink 4 or more cups per day shown to have an 80% lower risk. And these findings apply to both alcoholic and non-alcoholic liver cirrhosis. Coffee may help you live longer. Now, given that coffee drinkers are less likely to develop certain diseases, it makes sense that coffee could help you live longer. There are several big studies that are showing this trend. In a groundbreaking study at the time, over 400,000 individuals between the age of 50 and 71 had been asked about their coffee consumption. The results were fairly remarkable. After following the people for 12 to 13 years, those who drank the most coffee were significantly less likely to have died. Now, as you can see from the graph, the more coffee people drank, the lower their risk of death was. The sweet spot seems to be at 4 to 5 cups per day, where men had a 12% reduced risk and women had a 16% reduced risk. Drinking 6 or more cups per day provided no additional benefit. Since then, other huge observational studies have been published with similar findings. Interestingly, the benefits are also observed with decaffeinated coffee intake, which suggests much of the health benefits are from compounds other than caffeine. I need to mention that all these benefits are based on observational studies, which cannot prove that coffee on its own caused the associated benefits or reduced risks. Nevertheless, it's great reassurance that at the very least, coffee is not the villain it was once made out to be. Thanks for watching. If you haven't seen our other video on the health benefits of coffee, you should check it out by clicking the YouTube card, or you can find the link in the video's description. And if you haven't already, please subscribe to the Authority Nutrition YouTube channel by clicking the big red button below this video.